We are going to study now distance vector routing. Now first initially you have to go and open your Dev C++. When it is open, it will come like this. So in this you have to go to file. So you have to create a new file. So go to source file and create the new file. And save the file in any of the folder with a .c extension. I have already typed and kept my program. I am going to open that file. So I'll go to, instead of creating a new file, so I'll go to open file. So understand, when you have to create a new file, you have to go to file, you have to go to new, you have to go to source file and save the file with a .c extension. So now here, instead of creating a new file, you have to go to open the file. So in the open the file, I have saved and kept my distance vector routing program. So I have typed initially. Now I'm going to open that. So understand, so the file name can be anything and it can be saved in any of the path. So I have saved here in the C drive. So in C drive you can create in any of the folder and you can save it. So remember, one point is you have to save with any of the name and you have to use the .c extension. So now first in this video, so this is the first video. In this video I am going to explain how to execute the program. After typing, how you have to execute and how to see the output. Later, in the later videos, I am going to explain what is meant by a distance vector routing, the logic of the program. So will be explained in the later videos. Now as of now, just understand what is a distance vector routing. A distance vector routing, it is a dynamic routing algorithm. So suppose if you consider many routers that is being present. Now you have to transfer the packet from one router to the another router. So what you will do? You will use a shortest distance or with the minimum cost of the distance. So that is known as a distance vector routing. So if I give you an example, so you will go from your home to college. So what is the best way you will go? Always you try to find out the shortcut or the shortest path to reach the college. You don't go with the longest route and reach the college. Correct? The same logic that is applied here also in a distance vector routing. Here the packets is being transferred from one router to the another router with the shortest path or with the minimum distance or with the minimum cost. That is called as distance vector routing. Okay, now you have typed the program. So how to execute the program? You have to go to execute and you have to compile or just press F9 button. So when you compile it, you will get here like 0 errors and 0 warnings. So after getting a 0 errors and a 0 warnings, you have to again go to execute and run the program. So suppose if you get any errors, so it will be indicated here with a line number and correspondingly you have to go to the line number and you have to alter it. So now you have compiled it. Now you have to go to execute and you have to run it. So now you can see here, enter the number of nodes. So the number of nodes I'll take here 4 nodes. Okay, so I have utilized this particular example. So here A, B, C and D I have taken. You can take any of the namings. In the program, instead of A, B, C as a naming of the router, I have taken 1, 2, 3 and 4 as the naming of the router. So the same diagram, instead of an alphabet that is A, B, C, D, I have taken the numbers that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what is the number of the nodes you have to enter? You have to enter the number of nodes as 4. So that's why I have entered here the number of nodes as 4. Now next is enter the cost matrix and you have to enter 999 if there is no link. You have to enter 999 if there is no link. Okay, so now understand the router diagram here. So you can see from the same diagram, instead of an alphabet, the number has been put here. So from 1 to 1 means the same path, the same route. It is put with 0. From 1 to 3, you don't have a direct path, correct? You don't have a direct connecting line. You have via 2 and then reaching 3, or via 4 and then reaching 3. So there is no direct path. So when there is no direct link or no link, you have to take the greatest number as 999. In the theoretical part, we have studied infinity when there is no direct path. The same way here, when there is no direct path, I have to write it as 999. Now you have to enter the cost matrix. How you are going to enter the cost matrix? Here we have defined a two-dimensional array in the program. We know that an array location, it starts from 0. So that's why I have taken here 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So instead of, what is the meaning of a 0 here? It is nothing but a node 1, it is nothing but a node 2, node 3 and node 4. Now the same way you have to write it here, node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4. So this is for the array location that is starting from 0. So you can mark it here node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4 since you have 4 nodes. From node 1 to node 1 itself, it is 0. From node 1 to node 2, it is 2. From node 1 to node 3, you don't have any direct link, that's why it is 999. From node 1 to node 4, it is 1. Next is node 2. Node 2 to node 1. Node 2 to node 1, it is 2. Node 2 to node 2 itself, it is 0. Next, node 2 to 3, it is 3. Next, node 2 to 4, you have a direct link, it is 7. Next, node 3. Node 3 to 1, you don't have a direct link, that's why it is 999. Next, node 3 to node 2. Node 3 to node 2 is 3. Next, node 3 to node 3 is 0. Next, node 3 to node 4 is 11. Now the same way, node 4 to node 1, it is 1. Node 4 to node 2, 7. 4 to 3, 11. 4 to 4, it is 0. Now you have to enter this matrix in your output. So just enter the cost matrix here. So whatever it is written here, the same thing you have to enter it. That is 0. So how you have to enter? Understand? So you have to enter 0 space bar 2 space 999 space 1. You have used 4 nodes, right? So that's why 4 rows and 4 columns will be there. So you have entered the 4 columns. Now enter 2 0 3 space 7. Now enter 999 3 space 0 space 11. Now again enter 1 space 7 space 11 space 0. So how it is there here, that is 2 0 999 1 2 0 3 7 999 3 0 11 1 7 11 0. The same way here it is entered. So now after entering this, you have to press enter button. So you are going to get the output here. Now understand the output. So now see here, the number of nodes here is 4. So the cost matrix you have entered here is this one. The state value of the router is this. Now I'll tell how you have got this state value. See here, node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4. Via what and what is the distance you have got. Same way node 2, via what is the distance you have got. Same way node 3, node 4, you have got it. So next, while explaining the logic, I'll tell you how you have got this via and how you have got this distance from various nodes. So next is press any key to continue. When you press any key, you will come out of this output screen. So you will come out of this output screen. So this is about distance vector routing, how you have to execute. So just type the program, save the program with the .c extension. After saving the program, you have to go to execute, you have to compile it. So after compiling, you have to run it. After running, enter the number of nodes. So initially, not only for this diagram, you can write any of the diagram and any of the cost of your wish and write the matrix in this way. So first step is to draw the diagram, assign the cost of your wish. You can draw any of the diagram of your wish. You can take any number of the nodes here, and correspondingly you have to create this matrix, write it manually first and then type it on the output screen. Then you are going to get the output. So in the next video, I'll explain how you have got that via and the distance of different nodes.